The Right Honourable Winston Peters.
E ngā reo, e ngā mana, e ngā waka. E ngā pū korero o ngā hoe whā. He rau rangatira mā tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou katoa. Mr. Speaker, this is a time of mourning, yet also a time of celebration of Parekura Horomia's life and work. Parekura, as we all know, was the subject of much criticism, mostly unjustified, which in time, with perseverance and great humour, he turned into respect throughout this country, not perhaps in some sectors, but where it mattered, and particularly in this Parliament. He was loyal to his family and to his people and to his country, and he had values which reflected his background and his childhood. In other words, Parekura knew what poverty and hard times looked like, smelled like, and felt like. And he never, ever forgot that background in his views on policies in this Parliament. He never did put aside the interests of his people, and he was no stranger to hard manual work and sacrifice. And it may astonish some people here to know that he played about 100 games for the East Coast in rugby. He had learnt a trade, he'd worked for the Department of Labour, and he was a highly successful manager of work schemes on the East Coast, Poverty Bay and the Hawke's Bay. Parekura was a former Maori warden, an organisation that's been seriously revived in the last few years, and he was a great contributor to that revival. He was on the Maori Council, a Maori Council executive locally, and a chairperson of the Ngāti Poro Te Kohanga Reo Trust Training Board. Parekura had a very, very full life. Now, politics for the committed is a tough business, and there is no doubt that it affected Parekura's health. Now, he has gone, he's had no time for a well-earned retirement, no time just for himself, and above all, no time to spend with his three sons and his wider family anymore. And one hopes that people in this country sometimes reflect upon that when they're talking about parliamentary pensions, because Parekura won't even get to see one day of it. Now, Mr. Speaker, on these occasions, it is usual for all manner of people to rise to their feet and be laudatory and to praise someone like this. But on this particular occasion, we know that our words have a particular and special significance. It is sad to see that maybe we are all guilty in not sending Parekura home earlier and to leave him to keep on working at a time when maybe his health could have been in recovery. That's also something for people to reflect upon, and when they do, I hope they are unstinting in their gratitude for the time and effort he put into what was for him at the beginning a difficult political career, but which in the end he was seriously triumphant in fulfilling. At the end of the day, we are terribly sad to see him go, and very sad not to have the son of Ngāti Poro here with us, as we for so long have taken for granted on every day when he was sitting in this House. I am grateful his people have come down, and others around the country, to Parliament to see him off. That is a fitting tribute. To use the old biblical phrase, we can all say, well done, you good and faithful servant. Kia ora tātou.
Speaker.
Honourable Peter Sharples.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker.